Hi Leo, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This is going to be a reading for the 5th through the 11th of September for all sun, moon, rising signs of Leo. Anywhere else you have it super heavy in your chart, yes, you can watch it if you're cross-watching. If it's about Leo, you can watch this reading. This is what we got going on. We have so much energy that's taking place. If you're part of my Facebook group at Peony Lore on Facebook, you will have seen the big workup or the big detailing that I did about all of the 5 planets that we have in retrograde still, and kind of what that means for coming into the month of September, because we have number 6 coming into retrograde this week. So if you haven't had a chance to go look at that, then please do. Alrighty then. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to pull some energy that you're bringing in from your Leo season up into this particular moment. And then we're going to do 7 cards, one for every single day of this week. I am going to pull a card about what the universe feels is something that you may not know, or a critical day that's important. And then I'm going to pull a crystal card to support the full moon energy that we have coming up this weekend. So the big energies for this week, you guys, is Mercury retrograde on Friday and the full moon on Saturday. That's a lot of energy. That'll be 6 planets in retrograde, my friend. All right, let's get Leo's energy. Let's get Leo's energy. What is it that Leo is still carrying up until this particular moment into the season of Virgo? What do we got going on with Leo's here in September? Well, I can tell that it wants to be 2. So let's talk about this. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to give those another quick shuffle. We have, oh wow, we have commitment. For some of you, we are also talking about higher education, higher learning, second level type of learning is what it is that I'm getting. I will show you these cards here in just a second, but I want to go ahead and thoroughly give those bad boys a shuffle. So I feel like we're going to be talking about 2 different ways of expressing this, because not everyone is going to resonate with getting connected with your Leo, but somebody in this circle has made a commitment to become more than they are. So we're going from boyfriend, girlfriend to being engaged. We're going from being engaged to setting the marriage date. We're basically having those conversations if it hasn't already started to take place. It is also very possible, Leo, that you are dealing with a Gemini as well. The second portion of this that you're carrying into it is moving forward. So there's new messaging that is coming out of this as well for some of you. This is, like I said, higher education. This is moving forward. This is graduating to the next level. This is grabbing the next tier on the rung, is the way that I'm being shown. So very many of you have taken a higher level position or something like that within a work circumstance. So we've got 2 energies of what we are bringing into the month of September here. So that is awesome. So let us put those back here, and we will go into the cards for every single day of the week. They're letting me know right now that we are going to use the sacred geometry cards for what you could do to release any stagnant energy that you're bringing in due to those circumstances. But they're also telling me I need to bring a different card deck into play for that second card. So, okay, let's get these cards down first, and then we'll go into the sacred geometry and the secondary deck here. All right, for Leo, the 5th through the 11th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First card out for Leo is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The second card out for Leo, this is the 3 of Cups. Wow. Do we want all of them? No. They said 2 of them, but we're going to just shuffle those back in. I know. It's going to come back out. Justice is going to come back out. Wednesday's energy for Leo. Whoa! Yeah. Thursday's energy for Leo. Oh, I get it. All right. God, you're killing me, Smalls. There are dual messages that are going on in here. So Leo, your reading is going to be a little bit longer. That's okay. There's more, because they want me to talk about this combination that's right here, but it only goes to one situation. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Okay, so what we want to do is grab the Sacred Geometry card first, and let's see what we need to let go of, okay? What do we need to let go that could be, and there's your two cards, that could be stagnant. Okay, so they said take them in order. So for those of you that could potentially be dealing with a Gemini, or getting to the point where they are accepting that more conversation is coming with this higher level commitment. We're creating the thought process in our mind. We're going from I really want to we're doing this. That's what you're bringing into the month of September. What they're saying to you is take it slow. What we have here is the Flower of Life, Sacred Geometry, and the Flower of Life is talking to you about allowing things to develop naturally. There doesn't have to be a big race involved with this, okay? And that's fine. So that's just what they want you to realize. Give yourself a little bit of a break here, Leo, as you are going into this particular portion of the month. You are all about stability, and that's what they're saying needs to take place. There needs to be a little bit more stability, so just take it slow. Now, for the second opportunity, this expansion that we're going into, if this is a work situation for someone, we are talking about more. What you have in front of you is this energy of reflection. So it's kind of like a labyrinth here, if you think about it that way. And they're talking about the way that you have navigated up to this point from the previous energy up until now. That's going to support you if you can allow yourself to let go in some way, shape, or form on what you are focusing on as the main thing. The one thing is not the main thing. It's the entire energy of what you have done up until this point to get here. So you can release yourself from feeling that it was a solo focus and give yourself that energy of, I really accomplished all of these things. Not I just got to this task, but it was all of these things. So reflecting on all of that stuff is going to be a better thought process for you this month as you start to step forward. So we're moving forward in a direction that we really want to go in, and we are getting ready to make some solid decisions. And the reason why they want you to not be so solo focused on just this end game is this, whatever experience it is that you're going up this rung on, you're going to need all of this background. Oops, wrong hand. You're going to need all of this background information that got you to this midpoint. So what they're saying is don't forget about all of this. You didn't do it by yourself, and it's not just this one endpoint. All of these factors are going to come into play for you. So very interesting and long-winded, but we'll take it for we'll take it for how it resonates. I do feel that there are going to be some additional cards that are going to come out again for these here, because that's what they said. And we do have a card that is in the sideways position. So let's go ahead and get into this week's reading, my friends. All right, Leos. Hope you guys have been doing well. Your season has just ended. We're happily into the Virgo season right now, and we do have some heavy things that are popping up. But where you guys are most awesome is your ability to see the joy and lots of different things, your strength, your self-expression, the way that you are wholeheartedly involved in some of the different things that have been going on here. So for the most part, I don't really see that this Mercury retrograde really affecting you at all. Honestly, I think this Mercury retrograde is going to be extremely supportive for you. Not everyone, but for a majority of people, I do think that it's going to be supportive for you. Now, let's look at it this way. Monday is Labor Day here in the US, and what we have here for you, Leo, is the energy of the Seven of Pentacles staging in the reverse position, which means you have reflected on something and you have made a decision that you're going to invest time, energy, or effort. But on this particular day, I think you are getting a strong day of rest. And if for some reason that you're not, I do think that you're going to be making some very strong decisions and reflections on this particular day. We do have Venus entering into the sign of Virgo, which is a beautiful, beautiful meetup. So Venus is going to be shining its energy on the practical things that Virgo wants to be able to talk to us about, right? And it's practical, tangible, touchable, step 1, step 2, step 3, and bringing all the beautiful energy that comes into what that needs to be about. So if you can harness the energy of that for yourself on Monday, I think you're going to be in a good position. But the reason the decisions will come up is we have 3 squares. So we have 3 conversations in the universe that could be challenging. And so the challenging position, I think, is going to be Chiron and Aries, very specifically for you. And it has a lot to do with the next steps of responsibility. What do I personally have to do in order to get it to that next level? The other conversation that could be a little bit dodgy, even though I haven't brought it up for a lot of other people on this particular day, is going to be the energy of the Mars in Gemini conversation. Mars is an aggressive energy when it comes to Gemini, the lovers. How do we agree to blend? Okay, which is what we're talking about for some of you, blending that energy. Well, somebody's making some decisions and already, like, they're racing. And this is what the universe is saying. You can afford to slow that energy down a little bit. Not everything has to be done in 5 minutes. So if you're planning moving in or planning a wedding or you've taken on a new business partner or something of that nature, let's try to keep it broad. Not everything has to be discussed right away, but having a strong decision and saying yes to the circumstance is going to be supportive for you this week. Just know that it could be a little bit dicey for some people on Monday when it comes to getting to that decision, but the decision is going to be rendered. So when you get into the energy of Tuesday, my friends, Leo, we are looking really, really, really good. The moon will have transitioned out of Capricorn into the sign of Aquarius a little bit later on in the evening, and I really feel that this is the most beneficial portion of the detail for you on this particular day. But with the 3 of Cups, we do have a sexy conversation going on in the universe. We have Pluto in Capricorn. We have the whole trine conversation that turns into the pillar of what it is that we have for Uranus in Taurus on that day as well. So it looks like there's a really good day for coming together, celebrating, sharing information with other people, and that is good. Could be also some very interesting group meetings taking place on that day. Now, on Wednesday, we actually have the sign of Mercury himself. We got the Magician that's kind of hanging out. And in the Aquarian energy here, I see nothing but beautiful energy on this particular day. We have the moon in Aquarius having a conversation of trine with Mercury in Libra, balancing things out if they have particularly not necessarily been balanced very, very well. That's okay. Talking about what it's going to take in order to make that work beautifully. And again, that whole Mars Gemini transition conversation on this day is actually going to be supported on this day because we kind of know what we need to do. What I think is the only challenge on this particular day for you on Wednesday, my friends, is the fact that we're trying to take everyone's thought process into consideration, and there's nothing wrong with that. Aquarius energy is kind of very out there, and it is being supported a little bit with what we have going on with Mercury, which is talking about the intelligence of the situation. So there's going to be a lot of need to hear what everybody is saying, but, take it in stride, right? So you don't have to make too many decisions at once. We will clarify here just to see if there's any other information that we need to pull out for you on the Wednesday, but let's move forward into Thursday, Friday, because I know for sure, they want multiple details to come out on this one as well. And they said the first scenario is already down. So the first scenario happens to be letting go of those thought processes when we get to the energy of Thursday that aren't really supportive, that aren't really getting the job done. You can afford to cut those energies out is what I'm seeing moving forward. It's progress. And even if that progress has something to do with not investing fully the way that you thought that you were going to invest fully. And I would say I would call this compromise in some sense, because there might be some more detail that's getting ready to come forward. In fact, I know there is, because we have the Knight of Pentacles showing up with what that detail is going to be on Thursday. So there's a little bit of a need to slow down, even though you are releasing something that an idea or a thought process or a concept that is no longer needed anymore. The universe is saying once you've let that go, and it has something to do with resources, whether it's people, places, things, or physical dollars, you don't have to make a strong decision on this Thursday, Friday, because Saturday and Sunday is really where more of the content or the meat of that conversation is coming from. That is going to be for the person, I think, that has more of the aspects of taking on this new role or this additional role or this expansion for work purposes. Okay. For the coming together of two people or two concepts, this is where we're going to do a little bit more clarification. Okay. I do definitely think that there is going to be a conversation, this one, you want these ones here, for the Gemini lover or the Gemini partner, the Gemini coming together, person. Let's see what this Magician energy is about with these two first. And yeah, it has to do with this Knight of Pentacles. So it has everything to do with this day. So without me even really having to tell you, let's find out, what do we need to know about this Knight of Pentacles? What do we need to know about this longer term conversation? I told you, Justice. I told you it was coming back out. Here it is. So Libra energy, Justice, making things balance, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, literally what I just told you guys from literally what I was just saying is that for the combination of the planning of the energies, okay, something has maybe been a little bit out of balance when it comes to the sods that we've sown, all right? We're contemplating dollars, we're contemplating putting monies together, energies together, and there was someone that had made a decision, or whether it was you or someone else from the past a little bit, making some decision, and someone's just like, a little bit of cold feet, a little bit of, oh my God, I can't make this happen. The universe is like, don't stress yourself out about it. Whatever you need, whatever has been not balanced in that situation as you get up into this Wednesday, it's going to be balanced, okay? The information is going to come very, very quickly. So you're going to be given the detail that you need on this Wednesday to help support letting an old concept go. And if it was affecting your stability in a particular situation, now finally receiving that when we get to this upcoming week. I do feel that it has something to do with somebody else in the situation. Yep, final card is an older individual in the mix. So you take that for what it's worth, couple coming together or business partners coming together, but somebody from the past is the central figure of what this whole conversation was. So just know that that gets itself ironed out and evened out for you as we get towards the latter part of the week. Okay. Is there anything else? No, they said we're good on that one. All right. It's pretty straightforward. I do like it, Leo. This is really good information. Like I said, where you thought you might not be able to think about this decision, now you know that there's a new opportunity. Conversation is going to start to flow. This is the time. The prior time wasn't the time. So now's the time to take this forward. You've gotten the decisions made that you need to make. From the business perspective, same concept, but the energy comes into you fought really, really hard to get to this place, and the universe is not leaving you out in the cold. Now you get to start to set your decisions for you, and the only thing they're asking you to do is just step back a little bit and realize it's not about that one thing that you did, but you're going to need all of that energy in this new role or this new process or this new something that's coming to merge in with what it is. They just don't want you to forget about something in the past. I'll just put it that way. It's going to come back up. It's going to be supportive, but it's going to be necessary for you to bring it to full attention when it's time. Overall, a very good energy that we have here. When we get to, and that's pretty straightforward, I'm not even going to stress myself out about it. When we get to the energy of Saturday specifically, when we get into the full moon, one of the things that I want you to put focus on is releasing how fast these resources are supposed to show up. Just know that they are going to show up, period. Okay, so you don't have to stress yourself out about that. When we get to the energy of Sunday, we have Pisces in its natural spot from the full moon, and we also have it showing up here in the energy on Sunday. Although on Sunday we are going to transition a little, well, we are not a little bit, we're transitioning into the moon, transitioning into the sign of Aries. But here's the thing. What you need to take you forward with this fire energy, it's already been revealed. Therefore, it's cool and calm as long as you don't stress yourself out about the timing that it's going to take. Know that it is going to show up, itself up for you. The Mars energy, again, for you, Leo, on Sunday is going to be the big thing. Like, Mars is really the thing that's helping you. Mars in Gemini is really helping you, point blank, period. So again, you're either with the Gemini or there's some Gemini in your chart that's really helping you at this particular moment. We also have that sexy, gorgeous trine where on Sunday, the sun is still in the position of Virgo, and it's got that sexy trine with Neptune in Taurus. And so that is the development of carrying resources further. So all in all, Leo, this is a really, really good week for you. I like this. I like this a lot. Let's go into the energy of what else the universe wants you to know that you might not know, or what else they consider to be the most important day of the week for you. And what we have, Leo, it's all about you. It's about you. Like, you literally, you are the most important thing about this reading this particular week. So Wednesday is going to be the big critical day for you. Okay. The fifth house is about passion. The fifth house is Leo. It is 100% about you. Put some emphasis on what you need to bring forward as far as resources, where you want to start to see something bloom and blossom. And you've kind of already done it. So just stick to your guns is pretty much what I'm going to tell you. Let's go into the crystal that can help support you if you do need some support on the release on this upcoming full moon. And then we will call it for this week. Woo! Could it possibly be all of them? They said no, the bottom one. All right. My friends, we have the energy of learning, and so we're going to use this energy of learning, and where that is most supported is with a crystal called yellow jasper. So if you happen to have one, you are going to want to use that energy. 9, 12, 3. Again, the energy of coming together, creating what it is that you want to have as far as expansive energy and creation. That's really what this is about. Don't stress yourself out about the dollars. Again, for some reason, I feel really, really strong about telling somebody that. It's coming. So don't stress yourself out about it. You are in a really, really good position this week, Leo. Congratulations. And we will talk to you next week. Bye for now.